Alright, it's 7:30 at night time on Saturday the 22nd of November, and we are going to plant some tomatoes. The cool thing about these tomatoes is there's 10 different varieties and I know nothing about any of them. So we're going to plant it, we're going to film it, and we're going to see what we're going to get.
Whoa, Neo, calm down. This is Neo from the future with a very important message. You really need to hear this.
So it's the 14th of March, getting close to the end of the season, and this video is going to be about one extra finger there, things I learned while growing tomatoes, cucumbers and zucchinis. Number 1, overwatering. Number 2, spacing. About how much space you actually need. Number 3, pollinators. I learned so much about pollination. Number 4, pests and disease. For example, what ate that? And why'd this go yellow? Number 5, structure and support. Wow, what a journey that was to figure out that. And number 6, the environment or the season. You can never predict it. This video is going to contain bits of different things that I've learned throughout that journey. This is filmed towards the end of the season. I'm going to go back to the start. I'm going to talk about mistakes I made and what you can do to improve it. Yeah, I'll run you through the varieties, then I'll just set it up and I'll start planting. We have Ukrainian purple, we have pineapple, we have sunrise bumblebee, we have Alice's dream, we have indigo rose, we have ram's horn, we have white cherry, we have one flamme, that could be very mispronounced, we have cosmic eclipse, and we have cascade lava. Now I got all of these for free, they cost me nothing, thanks to Nat in Montrose for the hookup of these heirloom tomato varieties, which I know nothing about. Anyway, as I said, it's late November.
So only a few weeks behind, that's not too bad for Neo.
We're going to put them in the ground, we're going to water them, and we're going to see how they go, and we'll keep track of that. Let's do it.
If I was to have my time again, I'd focus on the dirt so much more. It is so important.
So in this bed, which is the middle bed, I'm going to do the indigo rose, the ram's horn, the white cherry, the 1A flamme, or whatever, however you say that one, and the cosmic eclipse, and the cascade lava. that is.
So when it came to space, I probably should have only fit 4 in this bed. 6 is way too many. Once they grow out, they're going to be huge. I didn't account for that.
Probably all going to climb. I've got these that we found in the yard, and if I need to, I'll put like some bamboo or something across between them, going like kind of across the top.
If I had my time again, I would have had the supports and structures in place before the start, but this is me learning. I don't regret it.
And then I'll work out some kind of string or something for that one. In this one, I'm going to do the Ukrainian purple at the front, the Alice's Dream at the back, the pineapple, and then the sunrise bumblebee. I'm going to try and maybe put like the plan is to put like a zucchini here, and then just kind of train it to run down here where these rocks are. The rocks. There's an extra bed. I want to try and get some cucumber seeds. I want to kind of grow them over this arch. That's the plan. I have no idea if that's going to work. But anyway, I'm going to plant some tomatoes. So it's been a little over a month since planting the tomatoes. In that time, they've all done really, really well. I've built this bamboo string structure. And as you can see, they're all growing quite well. Now I've pruned some of the suckers.
I watched so many videos on pruning and I still have no idea. To prune or not prune, that's a big question. I'll leave that to you to research.
I worked out what they were. This is all me learning about tomatoes as I'm going. But some got to the size where I kind of didn't want to prune them yet. I've planted some of the suckers, but they're not necessarily working. And I've transported these two from our back veggie patch, which was a test. And when I transported it, this one here was the same height as this one here. So these ones have gone absolute bananas. And that one is just really struggling. Even that little one just kind of is not growing. But the Heirloom tomatoes are going great. And what I've also installed is I've installed this auto sprinkler. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, got this from Temu. At 7 o'clock in the morning, I have 10 minutes of beautiful spray. And I'll show you what that looks like.
It's awesome to have an auto watering schedule. However, it probably needs to be adjusted when it is quite wet because of the environment. That's one thing I probably didn't do that well.
So I just kind of put some water in the vicinity. Pretty cool. If I had longer cable, I would have run it from the bottom, and I probably will transport it to the bottom. I just didn't get enough of it for this first install. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Alrighty, it's the 21st of February. We haven't had a huge harvest of the tomatoes. However, we're starting to see couple of nice ones up here. So for example, we have a Ukrainian purple. Just pull that off a little bit. It's blushed. That there is some pineapples. They're not quite ready yet. They're still going to take some time. Some sunrise bumblebees. There's some Alice's dreams. They've got a bit of growing to do before they really take off. There's lots of green ones. Hasn't been the year, apparently. These are the cosmic eclipse. Good sized fruit, but still a fair way off ripening. And then you've got some cascade lavas at the back here. See that? They've still got a way to go. Got some really nice big ones hanging. Okay, have a couple of white cherries in here. So these are absolutely gorgeous. I gotta take these ones off because the boys think they're delicious. And you've got heaps of indigo roses growing here. Like, look at all these. There's so many. So this is the volume plant, this one. And there's some more indigo rose down here, but that is off this branch that snapped off 2-3 days ago. So I've just tried to plant it and hopefully we'll bring it back. The ram's horn, these things aren't ready yet, but by God, they're huge. Like, look at those. They are monstrous. More under there. Wowee.
Stop. Where are you going? What's that?
Anyway, that's only a small update. Not much ripe yet, but plenty of fruit. There,
Daddy.
you can kind of see. But these white cherries, they're almost like a tomato pineapple. They are so good. I get why my boys are picking them off the tree. They're just cool, aren't they? They're just kind of happy. Couple of Juan Flames. Once again, pronunciation of that is going to be absolutely rubbish. So we have a couple of Ukrainian purples. The light's kind of taking away the colour on that, but we'll get some photos. I'm excited about this one. My Cosmic Eclipse. It's just a cool looking. That's either an Alice's dream
Oh. Oh.
So I just want to talk about pests and disease a little bit here. A couple of things that I found out during this process is I put a net over it, and the reason I put a net over it is my fear of the amount of bird life we have here. Turns out, I don't know if that's what I should have been afraid of, it being whatever did this, whatever caused my tomato leaves to start dying. I believe that's natural as we get closer to the frost.
We still have no idea what ate this. It's either a possum, a blue-tongue lizard, a rat, or something. We don't know. I had video footage of a blue tongue and had video footage of a possum. No rats, but what got in there?
How did that get in? Possum?
I also want to talk about overwatering or watering. So I installed these little lines. You can kind of see them in there a little bit. These little lines to run water, and I put it on an auto timer, which was super useful. That was great during the really, really hot period. But as it got colder or more rain, learning how to adjust that is something that I've struggled with. And what it leads to problems is things like this. Powdery mildew, which is water sitting on the leaves, and this is on my zucchinis, which I actually haven't got a zucchini. Got lots of little zucchinis on there, but they never fully develop, and I'm going to tell you why. I've learned a hell of a lot about pollination methods. Tomatoes, small flowers, wind pollinated, generally not requiring bugs. Zucchinis, you have male and female flowers. So A, you need to have both. As you can see, there's one opened up there. That is a male flower, and then the ones on the end of all the zucchinis are female flowers. Now if you notice there, what do you notice about all the female flowers? They're all closed.
That could have been for a number of reasons. Water, temperature stress, nutrient imbalance in the soil. I actually don't know. Last time I grew zucchinis, I literally just threw the seeds in and I had zucchinis for days. I had zucchinis for days, but none ripened on this. Ugh.
What do I notice about the male flower? It's open. Problem I've had is pollination hasn't happened. Whether or not I just haven't had enough plants, whether or not I haven't had enough pollinators, whether or not other factors like having the netting on and opening and closing every day, but generally I've pulled off probably 40 to 50 zucchinis that they grow to about this size, and then they start rotting at the end. I think it's called blossom end rot. From what I can tell, it's to do with they did not get pollinated. If they don't get pollinated, they grow to this. As you can see, this little one here. I guarantee you that is going to start rotting. And then they end up just kind of just becoming mush, which is a shame. I have yet to get a zucchini out of this zucchini plant, but that's fine. It's a learning method. Second thing, you look at my cucumbers. I kind of put zero work into these cucumbers, but they have produced sizable cucumbers, and they've pollinated. So that's what's done my head in a little bit, is the cucumbers seem to pollinate, the zucchinis haven't. Maybe I need to explore something different for next season. Well, I will. I've got things I want to talk about when I do that, but massive learning curve about pollination. As I said, tomatoes, little flowers, there's not really any at the moment, but little flowers, wind pollinated, big flowers require insects. Other things I want to talk about. Spacing. This became chaos. Part of that is probably because I tried to fit too much in a space. If I was to do it again, for this space, I'd put 4 tomato plants, not 6. That would then allow me to prune them effectively. And if they're pruned effectively, we'll probably give more space, we'll probably give a better yield.
Also, I found this little friend in my tomatoes. Well, he was actually hanging out in the cucumbers. He was awesome. He just would do his little croaks. Anyway, you never know what you'll find. Knowing what I know now, I'm so excited for next season. Growing tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever I can. I don't actually think it was mattered how much we got or how little we got. Like, nothing changes you. Well, growing things changes you. You view things differently. I'm excited to try again. I'm excited to get the boys involved. And I'm excited to see what we can actually grow if we try.
So I'm going to try and ripen them inside.
They do ripen, just leave them in a nice warm spot and be patient.
I got sick of finding this. Radish, mouses, whatever. Every time there's one that was ripe, they were getting it. So I've trimmed most of it back, that's all going to come out. But let's see if you can ripen this inside.
So that's my season. I'm pumped to do it again. I'm pumped to learn. I'm pumped to see what we can achieve in the garden. Touching the dirt is exhilarating. Get out there, plant, do it.